Realtors.
All right, everyone, welcome to week 2 of Freedom to Flourish Through Real Estate, our abundance planning coaching call that we do every Tuesday here at noon. So I'm glad that everybody got the memo because we used to do it at 11. Another event came up that I really wanted to attend, so I had to push this to 12 every week now. So grab some lunch, come and hang out and get organized with your systems. I'm a systems girl. I'm Dawn Loding. I've been an agent for 22 years. I co-host this little event with my good friend Angela Kristen Taylor, who's been a licensed agent for 30 years. She's our Georgia state broker here at Epic, and she's amazing. And we just want to guide you guys through this process. So I created this system for myself about 7 years ago because I found myself with all this online stuff being overwhelmed and being like, I want to pull my hair out. Like, what do I do? I consistently have had 50 closings every year throughout my career for 22 years. And I wanted to keep that going, and online leads started coming in. So I have been through phone duty, which I don't know if anybody in here has even been an agent long enough to remember what phone duty was, but back in the day, that's how I built my real estate business, was phone duty. Well, I think of internet leads as the new phone duty. Not everybody's going to want to buy or sell right then, but the goal is to get them into your database, to be able to make them future clients, right? So I had to create this system. So this system is called Freedom to Flourish Through Real Estate. And we work on building your own real estate abundance plan, AKA business plan. Abundance plan sounds so much better because I want you to customize it. I want you to build it the way it will work for you. So in fact, let's just go open that up too really quick to make sure that everybody in here got this. I'm just going to go to my link tree, actually. Link tree. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So last week we handed this out, and I'm gonna just make sure that everybody got it. And this is my link tree, and this is the actual challenge. So if you want reminder calls, then you need to click the second one. And if you want this abundance plan, you need to click the abundance plan download, which is what I'm going to go ahead and open. And then I will actually just share this link tree real quick in the chat. Copy. Let me put that in the chat. All right, Barbara Ann, there you go. Now you can go get that. So if you just open up that link tree, then, and I name other resources through the whole 4 weeks. So guys, I'm going to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Maybe. Sorry. I'm like fighting a sneeze here. I give away other resources and I put them all on my link tree so that everything is in this one place. So if you'll just save that, you can bookmark it. If everybody knows how to bookmark, just bookmark it and then save it on your bookmarks bar and you'll be able to get to it at any time. But for right now, I just want to kind of show you this. So last week these are my 4 pillars. So every first week of the month, first Tuesday, we go over the mindset. Every second Tuesday, that's today, we go over the foundations. Every third week, we do the automations. And then the fourth week, we do the lead generation funnels. The goal and the way these all work together is once you get your mindset correct and you know that you can do this, because whether you think you can or you can't, you are correct. So this is an entrepreneurial business. You started a small business. We're going to show you how to just make these all work together so you could go out and sell some real estate. So once you get your mindset right, then we're going to work on these foundations that we're going to talk about today. And then once you get those all set up, you'll be able to automate some of them. And we'll talk about that next week. And then in the end, and this is my favorite one, is my funnels class, lead generation funnels. Now that you got all this stuff all set up, all you're going to do is start working on your funnels to pour those leads into your CRM, which is what one of the things we're going to talk about today. So that's the whole system, is that we're working on one of these at all times and to just make them flow together. So week one, we talked about the mindset and the plan. I sent this with you guys to figure out what your why was and your vision for where you want your business to be. And that was all last week. So now this week, we're on week two. This is how I will get there. Week two, foundations. Number one thing for your business is your CRM. Okay, I'm going to come back to this in a little bit, but this is there for all of you to have. But now I want to jump back over here because I want to get started on this presentation real quick. All right, so we went over all of that last week. If you need that video, just message me and I will grab it for you before we're done today. I'll grab it at the end and put it in the chat or something. But this is week two. We're talking about real estate foundations and what are they? And so they're going to be different for everybody. Everybody is going to have different things that they like. And for instance, there's a lot of like social media things out there that will post on social media for you, like probably 100 of them. Like you could go pick your own, but the thing is you got to pick one. At Epic, we have Social Bay. Love Social Bay. I have used listings to leads for years and years. That's a foundational piece of my business. So when I say everyone's is going to look different, yes, that's true. But I'm going to share with you today the few that I think every one of us need to have. But you need to, after you know these things, then you need to sit and really take a look at your business and what you want it to look like and figure out what pieces you need to implement into your business. So these are the ones right here that I want to talk about today. So your CRM, your contact relationship manager, you got your real estate license and you started a small business, but I think it's so much more than that. Like you are literally an entrepreneur. It's your job to learn how to be an entrepreneur. You're no longer an employee. You have to manage your business. And I like to think of my CRM as my small business. It is my storefront. The website part of my CRM, my website, that's my storefront. That's how people find my business and come into my world. When they open those front doors, which is they do by clicking on the content and everything that I'm going to put out into the world, they're going to then come into my little business and I've captured their information. I'm going to market to them by sending them newsletters, by sending them property reports, by sending them alerts, by sending them valuable information about the real estate world once they're in my store. So your CRM is exactly that. At Epic, we have Lofty. And I want to show you guys something. If you're on this call and you're with Lofty, with Epic, then I have like a special treat for you because I have copied and pasted Adam's class right here. So you have all of the online stuff that Epic is giving you, and that's phenomenal. I love that. But I feel like a lot of it's the nuts and the bolts. But one of the things that's missing from it is the strategy. When you run your CRM and you do all of your marketing tools and all of that stuff, like you have to have a strategy. And if you stick with us through the fourth week this month, we're going to talk about your strategy a lot more when we talk about the lead generation funnels. We're going to help you figure out what's your community, what are the different funnels that you're going to put out there. I always want to get ahead of myself and go straight to that week, but we can't because it's super important that you figure out all of this other stuff first. So that class is in your business plan there for you. And Adam teaches you a lot more about the strategy and the why you're doing the things. And that's an important piece that's been missing in a lot of the CRMs. And I feel like agents don't open their CRM because they're like, I know how to operate a CRM. Like, I would love to see you guys, if you don't mind, by a show of hands, like who operates their CRM every single day and gets in it and manages it? No. See, like it's the one thing that we need to be spending like an hour a day in. It is your small business. If you were to open a bakery, would you not go to that bakery every day and like work inside of it and be proud of it? And you put a title on it, you put a name on it, you gave it a logo, you did all these things. Your real estate business is exactly the same thing. It's a small business. If you haven't read Rich Dad Poor Dad and worked on going from employee to entrepreneur, that's a great book to help you get the right mindset to do that. All right. So your CRM is like the first thing. So homework for the next week is to go open up the Lofty class of Adams right here and then join us in any of the Adam's always on my Monday calls for the Realtor Roundtable, but he does some other stuff. Like just this class alone is going to help you guys get your Lofty account all set up. So if you haven't done anything yet, just start there with that. So all right. So, but your homework is to figure out how to use the nuts and bolts of your Lofty account. I don't want you to work on the strategy yet. You don't have to do everything at once. That's the thing also that I feel like agents really miss the boat, is that we think like, oh my gosh, I got to get all this done so I could do business. Yes, you do, but it's not going to happen overnight. And if you try to do it all at once, you're going to end up in overwhelm and you're just going to not do anything, because then you're going to be like, give me a glass of wine, right? Like we get so overwhelmed and we're like, oh, screw it. I'm just done. I'll work on it again later. And then you forget where you were. So that's why I wanted to break this stuff down into weekly sessions for you so that you could kind of walk away. Last week, you set your vision, you did all that. And if you didn't, you could do that in a day. So go do that for a day and then come back. This is going to take you all week. Go get your CRM set up. And then the beautiful thing, you guys, is we do this every single week of every single month. So next month, we're going to be back here. And then that month, you could go work on your VIP database if you haven't done that already. But you can do both of these in one week. So your VIP database, back over here to my link tree, there is a copy of the VIP database. Take the time. If you do not have your people that already know you, love you, trust you on a spreadsheet, here's your chance. Take the next 3 weeks and build this sucker. Get 2 people a day. Go through your phone, go through your Facebook, just start fresh and start adding people to it, because these are the first people that we're going to want to upload into your Lofty account. And so learn how to use Lofty and work on building your VIP spreadsheet. So then we could upload it and then we'll work on your lead generation funnels. You guys, it's fun. This is fun stuff. It's not bad. And so I put that in there too. So all right, so back to here. Okay, so your VIP database. So that's another super important foundation piece. All right. And I don't want you to think that you're going to get all of this stuff done in one week. You are not. These are things that you need to continuously work on until you do. I have them all set up. I'm all about systemize, automate, and then delegate. So I do that. I have 2 virtual assistants that work for me and equal one full day every single day. One of them does social media, one of them does some other stuff, because I set it all up. I spent the time learning how to do Lofty. I spent the time building my VIP database. It's beautiful. These people call me, they know me, they love me, they trust me, and they want to use us. I have my branding done, logos and colors. I've rebranded in my 22 years, like several times. So I'm speaking from experience. It's really important to have a logo, even if it's just your name, and pick some colors so your branding is all consistent, and start learning about branding. You could go to social media. You could also get overwhelmed. Don't overthink it. Get a logo. I literally just rebranded my own team, the Loding group, and got a new black and white logo, and I love it. I'm so excited. I hated the one I had. I didn't realize how much until I got a new one that I love. And now I'm like so excited to do more Loding group stuff. So super important to get your logo and your branding done. So then you're happy with what you're doing. Offers. We're going to talk about offers later. Offers are top of funnel pieces that you're going to put out into the world once you know what your lead generation funnels are going to be. We talk about that in week 4, but it's a foundational piece. What is your offer? So for instance, I'm going to give you one for instance, and then I don't want you to even think about offers anymore until next month. After you've been through, if you've already been through all 4 of these weeks and you know what I'm talking about, you can work on your offer as long as your CRM's done. But if your CRM's not done and you don't have your VIP database done, don't go doing all these other ones. I have them in this order because this is the order of importance. All right, so offers, I'm going to give you one example, kind of a teaser. If your funnel is relocation, like I live in a relocation city, and one funnel that I'm working on is a relocation guide. That would be a phenomenal offer to tie to a landing page to be able to put out into the world through a blog, through a landing page, through an ad, through a Google ad, through a Facebook ad, whatever, to say, hey, are you thinking about moving to New Braunfels, Texas? Click here for my awesome relocation guide. If you're thinking of doing VAs, you want to work with veterans, with military, you want to do that, create a VA guide, a guide for buying with 0 down. Like, there's some content there that you could be doing on social media and everywhere. But that's offers. So that's important, but we're going to dig into that a lot deeper in week 4. All right, Canva. Now that you know all this stuff and you've got your logos and colors, what are you going to use to go create these pieces so that you could get it out to your people? Canva, of course. So just do a Canva class every day for 30 minutes. Like, it's not something you have to learn overnight. Go practice. Just go in and practice on it. When I first started using Canva, I didn't think I was ever going to get it. And then they started creating all these templates. And now you don't even have to get it. Just go find a template that works and put your data in it, and boom, you've got it. And if you're with Epic, guess what? It's all done for you. It's all in our pro Canva. You just got to download those, put them in your own Canva, and then make them your own. Phenomenal. But you can do that after you have a logo and a color to put on the darn piece. So all right, social media sites. Social media sites are overwhelming all in themselves, right? Like, who wants to deal with social media? You do, because you're a leader and you're a real estate agent and you have to deal with social media. Just don't even think that you could get away from it, but you can do it in a very strategic way. And you need to start out with Facebook, in my opinion. I don't know. If you're younger, you might start out with Instagram. I do all of them because I have delegated, I have automated, I've delegated. I put one piece together, my VAs do it and go put it all over the place. So but if you're just starting out, just pick one. I don't care. I don't even care which one. But think about your demographics. This is really important. In NAR, there's a report somewhere floating around that says all the demographics of who's on which social media site. And I do Facebook mostly because of the people that are on it are more likely to be interested in buying or selling houses. So I know, like, Instagram and TikTok, like, there's demographics. Just go search demographic reports for real estate agents on social media sites and you'll probably find something. But just be strategic. You guys have to start really using a strategy for every single thing that you do. What's the end result you want and how are you going to get it? So if you're going to go post on social media, know what you're posting or why you're posting it and have a plan. All right, this one I'm very passionate about, Realtor basics. Realtor basics. So I get a lot of brand new agents and they're wanting to do all of this stuff, and that's great, but they don't know how to even use their MLS yet. So the first thing that every agent in here needs to do is go sign up for every class that your board of realtors offers. every class that your MLS offers so that you know how to do a CMA, so that you know how to create a search, so that you know how to go in and plan out a day to go show property. All of that can be learned from your local board of realtors and your MLS. It's that easy. And you just got to go sign up and take those classes. So if that's you, then that's okay. We all have been there. That's where you got to start. So these are, there and with your CRM. Just go do these three things. If you're going to put anything else off, put the logo, put all this stuff off because that's a little bit later. First, you got to know how to use your CRM. You need to add people to your VIP database, and you need to know your real estate basics and your laws and your all of that stuff, all the fun stuff that none of us want anything to deal with. We just want to go show some houses and have some closings and go shopping and buy our Louis Vuittons. But, it doesn't work that way. We have to do all of this stuff together, y'all. Like, we are entrepreneurs. We own these little small businesses that we have, and it's really important that we do all of these things. So that is it for the slides from that. Next week, we talk about automations and that's a good one too, because I like all of my classes, you guys. So, all right, so I'm going to go back over here to Linktree really quick. So there you have the Abundance Plan Challenge. This one will open up and you could fill out the bottom of it and make sure that you get my emails from MailChimp that remind you of my calls. So if you're here, either you did that or maybe you saw something else. The VIP database, and here's back to the challenge. So a couple of other things on my challenge for this week that I have put on here in your business plan is there's Adam's Lofty Lessons. Adam is like, he was at EXP, and Sylvia Dana is with me at Epic, and amazing. She and I do this class on Fridays at 1:30. So if you're with Epic and you haven't done an onboarding class with us yet, you should come and join us for this onboarding class. And this is Sylvia Dana's digital domination checklist. This is kind of advanced, you guys. So if you haven't done the other things that I've showed you, you might not want to get into this. But if you have, then she has a great YouTube channel, Sylvia does, for how to dominate the internet, like social digital domination. That's what it is. Google everything. Like, she was my coach for all of my KV core stuff at EXP. But then when I moved over to Epic, I quit following her. Well, then she joined me at Epic, and now we're working on all of our Lofty stuff. And now we brought Adam along with us. So what a phenomenal concept that, hey, they all just came over. I'm so excited. So then I just have some notes on here, but this is going to be yours. Once you open it up, you're going to be able to click File, make a copy. And then once you make a copy, you'll rename it with your name. So it'll be like Dawn's Abundance Plan, and then click Make a Copy. And then you'll be able to have this. And then, oh, look, I actually put the VIP database spreadsheet on your business plan also. Social media, all of the stuff on here, so that you could go copy and put your links on here and put notes on here and work on this business plan right here, so that every day you're able to open it up and see what you want to do. Like, I look at mine all the time. I edit it, I change it, I copy and paste on it. It reminds me that I'm building something, and I have all of this stuff I'm building in one place. And if I ever get sidetracked, overwhelmed, all I got to do is open this up and know exactly where I need to go and what I need to work on. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all and hope it helps you too. So with that being said, I think that was it for all of this stuff. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to introduce Angela. Wait, hold on. I'm going to stop recording.